Say, guys, I want to praise our team for a tremendous week of focus and preparation. This has been our best week of preparation, and obviously Florida's going to be a big challenge. They're a well-coached, excellent team, but our guys are ready to go, man. 11 o'clock kickoff. Hope our fans are there. Hope the Tiger Walk is there. We're going to need the energy, start fast, and we're looking forward to this game. Any questions?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Good. Coach, just two things. You said it was a great week of practice. How is that possible, kind of given the injuries that you guys are facing?
Yeah.
And have you had to adjust practice
Yeah.
because of the numbers?
No, our guys practiced hard this week. We practiced the same amount of reps. New guys that got a chance, they're eager, ready to go. Sage Ryan had a great week of practice. We got some new guys out there. Cordell Flott's excited about playing corner. I think the offensive line's intact. We ran the ball well this week. New guys at receiver, a couple of guys are getting to play a little bit more. Core Moore had an excellent week of practice, so these guys are eager to play and prove themselves.
And when it comes to Ali Gay, just when did you know that you would be losing him, and how does that affect things on the line?
Yeah, well, it was up in the air. Obviously we had to let the doctors make that decision. Sometime this week we found out. Now we moved Mason Smith back to defensive end. But it helps to have Glenn Logan. Glenn Logan's playing tackle. Neil's playing nose. Jacqueline Roy is playing tackle and nose. And we also have Jacob Guillory. And we moved Sony back there. And so we're shuffling people around. But, now Mason's going to play it in Ali's place.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned a couple of the guys that you're looking at to step up in the secondary this week, but how do you see those injuries in the back end affecting the pass rush and maybe how willing or aggressive you're willing to be with that front seven?
Yeah, well, we have to see. Obviously with our four-man rush, I believe in our four-man rush. It's something that if you can do during a game like this with the speed that they have, you want to do. Obviously, if you have to commit 5 or 6, that means you have less coverage back there, and we got some new guys back there. But we're going to have to pick and choose our spots where we have to pressure the quarterback. There's going to be some pressures called.
All right, Coach. So I've had a full week of practice, and you said about having some of those key players out with injuries. How has the team adjusted to that, and what's the mindset of you guys going into either quarter on that?
Andre Anthony had a players-only meeting on Monday, and our team's been on fire all week. We have a saying here, next man up. And I told the team at the beginning of the year, everybody's going to have to play. Everybody's going to have to be ready. So we have some guys that are eager that was not playing on the second team. Now they're going to be playing for the Tigers. They brought some energy this week, and they're excited about playing.
Hey, Coach, although we haven't seen the success that we would like to see from the program since the national championship in 2019, what would you say is the mindset in recruiting, and how do you feel about retaining and getting those commitments?
Yeah. Well, right now I feel really good. We talk to our recruits as much as we can. We keep in contact with them. Some of them come watch us practice when they can, so I feel like recruiting is going very well. Now, obviously, we have to finish very strong at the end. But right now, we haven't had any decommits. Guys are sticking with us and in our corner.
Hey, Coach. This is Leah from The Advocate. I was just wondering if you can think back to a time in your career in which you've experienced this sheer number of injuries in the past and how you were able to deal with it.
The only thing I can relate to is when we were at USC and I took over, we had a limited roster because of scholarship cuts, because of sanctions. And we didn't have, I don't think we had maybe 55 guys that practice out there. So it makes you practice a little bit different, but we practice that way the whole time. We don't practice our guys on 2 different fields. We practice one unit at a time. The other guys get rest. And I think that's been really good for our players.
Ed, just listening to you talk here, it sounds like you got a little juice.
Yeah.
Not personally, but the team got a little bit of juice.
Yeah. I mean, today was the most spirited Thursday we've had. These guys are fired up. I mean, Florida's a rivalry. I know other guys, ex-players have been talking to them, calling them and stuff like that. Our guys are ready to play. It's going to be fun.
Hey, Coach, when you had an 11 a.m. game earlier this year, might have been your best game of the year. You felt
Yeah.
like those guys handled that. They were up and ready to go. And,
Yeah.
and how do you handle that this time?
Yeah, hey, we wake them up early. We have a call-out meeting. We play music. We do all kinds of stuff in there. It was just to get them fired up. And, I told them, on Monday, our clock's got to be fast. And listen, anytime, anywhere, any place, anybody, we got to be ready to play. And that's our mantra.
The last time Florida came here, obviously LSU won the game, but you talked about if there was ever a game the crowd helped you win the game,
Yes.
It was that one. Is that the best atmosphere you've ever had here?
Yeah, I remember at the end when our crowd was doing the Gator Chomp. I'll never forget that. I will never forget that moment. It was a wonderful moment. But Florida gave us everything that we wanted. It was a tough game. I think it was 28-28, and then we went up a score. And then Stingley had that fumble, another interception. And then we went back, and I think Jamar made the big play, made it something like 42-28, but it was a tick and tack the whole game. And our crowd was a big factor, no question.
This is just another injury question. I'm just curious. Do y'all have a timetable for Major Burns or Joseph Evans yet?
I don't expect Joe the rest of the year. Major Burns, when his injury occurred, it was 4 to 5 weeks. So he's been out a week or two, so we still have about 3 weeks left.
Coach, I was wondering if you had a timetable when you expect Allie to have his surgery, and I saw Andre tweeted out that his surgery went well today.
Yeah, Andre had his surgery. I think Ali's having his surgery soon. I don't know exactly when. I'm gonna talk to the trainer. He'll tell me, but I know it's gonna be soon.
That's something that he looked like he was playing through with the brace and
Yeah.
everything. Is that kind of what you're seeing, guys trying to gut it out and
Yeah.
get to a tipping point where it's just
Yeah, that was a reoccurring injury with Ali, and just kept on popping out. Same thing with Eli Ricks. Just kept on popping out. Got to where they couldn't play with it. They tried though. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are trying.
I guess does it speak to the toughness that there's still probably got guys on the team right now fighting?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of fight left in this team, Mike. I've been with them, I know we're 3-3, but we got a lot of games left. And from what I've seen this week, what I've seen from the coaching staff, there's a lot of fight left in this team. That it?